FoodTruckr School is now in session, episode 7. Let's roll. What's up, food truckers? My name is Pat Flynn, and FoodTruckr is here to take your food truck business to the next level. Whether you're just getting started or you're a veteran in the industry, this is the show for you. Today we have on the show Jessica and Liza from a truck called Bold and Beautiful. And you might recognize that name from season 4 of the Great Food Truck Race on Food Network. And, you know, they were one of the early trucks that went out of the competition, but they are currently up and running with a successful food truck business. And we're talking all about how they made that happen, the ups, the downs, the wins, everything that they're doing right, and that's working for them. Plus, life as a food truck owner and single parents. A lot of great information here, so let's get right into the interview. This is Jessica and Liza from Bold and Beautiful. Ladies, how are you?
We're good today, thanks.
Thank you so much for coming on. It's just, this is crazy. You guys are actually in your truck, like, right now as we speak.
We pulled off the road to do this interview, yes.
That's so cool. I mean, I know we're only, 7 or 8 episodes in, but that's the first time anyone, I've done other podcasts too. This is the first time anyone's ever pulled over for me. So I really appreciate that.
We like to be legal. We like to follow the rules of the road.
Yeah,
We're
totally.
Very safe for truckers.
Do not text and drive and all that good stuff for those of you listening. But anyway, just again, thank you guys so much. I've been following you for a while. Of course, season 4, great food truck race. And I want to talk about that experience a little bit. But even before that, I mean, you guys were pretty much the first truck, besides Aloha Plate, to get, from the show to actually start your own truck. Like, how did you make that transition so fast from coming off the show to obviously not winning a food truck, but then starting your own? Like, Jessica or Liza, when you want to take that question, how did you transition from the show to your actually own food truck so soon?
Well, we came off the show brokenhearted, watched our truck get, rolled away and taken from us, and it hurt so bad. And we had to return to our regular jobs back at home. Mm-hmm. And both of us felt like our hearts were just left on that truck. And we knew that we had to do whatever we could to get our own food truck. And so we started doing homework. And actually, the Food Network did help us. The production company did help us, kind of connected us with some people. Because they saw our passion and our potential and loved our food, and they just really wanted to help us make it happen. So we had a little help from them, but a lot of legwork, a lot of research, a lot of driving around, meeting people, seeing trucks, driving trucks. And we just kind of waited, and, we had to wait until the show, obviously the final episode aired. We actually had our truck before Aloha had theirs. We did.
Oh, no way.
Well, because, we had to wait. But, so we just knew we needed it. There was just this urgency, and our hearts were on the truck. So we had to go back and get our heart.
Yeah, when our truck was taken, our heart was taken.
We could all we could all see it. We witnessed that happening, and it's just like, giving the keys back. I mean, that every one of us watching was just we were with you.
My babies.
They were the crybabies, that's for sure.
So they actually take the truck and they just. What do they do with it after they take it away? Do you know?
They actually put it on a flatbed and drive it back to wherever it came from. And so we actually witnessed them peel off our wrap job and throw it on that bed, and we were just falling.
I was going to say...
it felt like a hearse was taking away the fourth member of our team. It really felt like that intense. It was really hard.
Oh. We went into it with losing wasn't an option for us, and we went in really strong and gave it our all from the beginning. And it was really hard for us when it kind of turned around so fast for us.
Yeah, I mean, I was rooting for you guys too. I mean, there's a lot of great other contestants on the show, obviously, but I mean, your branding was perfect. You two are amazing and just have such a great story. It would have been really cool if you had the same exact truck, but obviously you got a new one. Were there any changes that you made, consciously saying, you know what, that truck was awesome, but this is what we're doing with this truck to make it work for us even better? Were there any specific things like that?
Well, we changed it to our original idea of what we wanted before we were on the show. They kind of developed the way our truck was going to look for us. So they didn't go with the option that we had provided them with. And we always really liked it. So we kind of went from there.
Yeah, the girl in the bowl, we loved that logo and we had submitted it. And we were surprised when our truck was, revealed and it didn't have her on it. So that was kind of hard for us. Of course, we grew to love what they gave us. We knew we needed to stay somewhat similar to it, because that's how America recognized us, the black and the red and the femininity of it also. But we really wanted to add the girl in the bowl, show that, we are ladies, we serve food in bowls.
Yeah.
People ask if we are bowlers when we're on the road.
What kind of truck? Are you top two truck or are you bowling?
That's so funny. What about inside the truck? Any sort of, as far as the procedures that you go through during the day to deliver your awesome food, is there anything that you sort of added in the new truck, or did you sort of have it just set up in the same way?
It's a very similar setup.
I think it's almost identical, actually.
Yeah, this is just actually a refurbished, restored truck. So we started in this truck with a brand new kitchen. The one on the right wasn't new; it was an older kitchen.
Right.
Okay, cool, interesting.
But we have run into a lot of problems. It has not been easy, that's for sure. Some days we feel we're back on the race again.
Yeah.
What are some of the issues you've been having with the truck?
Oh gosh, our fryer is constantly down. Every other day.
Yeah.
Hot water. We were at Abbott Kinney in Santa Monica one night, and our battery died. And we were in like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was freezing. Sitting by our grill to keep us warm. We got a jump from 5 other trucks, and our car couldn't hold a charge, and so we were just freezing till 3 in the morning. We worked in the dark like 3 different times with flashlights because our battery in the kitchen died, but we cooked by flashlight and served our bowls. We have these little battery lights, like Christmas-looking lights that we have on the truck that it was like dim and so funny, and people were like, "You open?" We were so embarrassed. It was like our first week. We were determined to get our food out, and we're still not quitting.
But that's what being an entrepreneur is all about. And I mean, you two are obviously entrepreneurs. It's just, there are going to be curveballs thrown your way, and just knowing that that's a part of the process, and making it work with whatever you have. I mean, that's just what you got to do. And if you're passionate about what you are serving, obviously you'll do whatever it takes.
Right.
That's awesome. Now, I want to ask you, because I know a lot of people are you're talking about staying up till 3 a.m. sometimes, and obviously we've talked about this on the show before, your days on the truck are extremely long.
Very long. We didn't actually realize that they were going to be this long. Even the show didn't prepare us for it because a lot of it was filming.
Right.
But it really is. We're doing 15, 16-hour days.
How many days a week?
And how many days a week? 5.
5 days a week, yeah.
At least 5.
And that's crazy. What do you love most about what you do, though?
The look on people's face when they see the bowl and they try it, and they're just like, "Oh my God, this is so good!" Like, there's no better satisfaction to me to see someone happy about their meal.
Yeah, it's kind of the reason we did it. That's why we love cooking. We always have, to see the reaction, the love that we put into our food, how it affects and touches it. It translates. It translates in the food, and to see the look on the people's faces and to hear it and see them talk to other people and, watch people cross the street once they see that bowl go out the window, like to get whatever it is.
Yeah. We were watching this one guy in the mirror one day, and we could hear him lip, "This is amazing." And we just were so excited. We're like jumping up and down. I love it.
That's awesome. Yeah, you never get tired of that. And what I love is, and before I get to that question I was going to ask you, I'm on your Facebook page right now. That's facebook.com/bold and beautiful, BOWLED. And I see so many pictures of people eating from your bowls, and they're all smiling. And I for one, that's just awesome. I mean, for just the social proof and showing that people love your food. But I think as a marketing strategy, that's genius. I don't see enough food trucks doing this, actually taking pictures. I mean, obviously people aren't stuffing their faces when you're taking the picture. They're holding the bowl up, and so they can smile, and there's like nothing in their teeth. But it's so smart. I mean, was that a conscious decision, sort of marketing wise, to sort of show pictures of of a lot of your customers with their smiling faces and your food?
I don't think we really thought of it in the marketing.
Not so much.
I mean, we look at people and we see some of them get so excited and they're amazed, and it lights a little fire in us. Or we're like, can we take a picture of you?
A lot of the people that we do take pictures of are people that might come up and say, we followed you on the race. Didn't you that Barbie bowl from Beverly Hills? And they order it and they're so happy to get it more. So we take pictures of those people that like really, they're really excited about us, and that makes us excited in turn. And we want to put them on our Facebook. We want to recognize them as, just our special guests at the time.
Yeah, I think it's important to recognize our customers, because without them, we'd just be sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah, that's so smart. Because, that's how you create raving fans who will go out of their way to find out where your truck is, or who will share your truck with their friends and family, because you've created this really cool experience. And it's just a couple seconds to take a quick picture or to say a certain nice thing or just to learn somebody's name, but that can go such a long way. And it's really cool to actually just see it. Like, I'm just scrolling down your Facebook page. There's so many smiling faces. Like, it makes me want to just drive up right now. I'm actually in San Diego, and find you guys, which I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. And you're going to be, I would love to see you guys up there someday soon. So I'll let you guys know if I'm headed up there for sure.
Great. Please do. First call's on us.
Thank you. That's awesome. Gosh, I love you guys. So the question I was trying to lead to was, long hours on the truck. Obviously you love what you do, but you're also, moms, and I'm a father, and I work from home, and I often, if there's big projects coming up, I'll work long hours too. So I'm just curious, like, how do you balance, life with the kids with life with the truck?
I think we're still trying to find that balance, to be honest. I mean, it's a real challenge for us, because the days are so long, and it's difficult because they're used to having us around a lot more, and it's important that they know that we're doing this for them.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I've got a 19-year-old and a 5-year-old, and my 5-year-old, obviously needs me a lot more and misses me a lot more. And and he loves the truck. He thinks it's so fabulous. And so every once in a while, we'll bring the truck by the house, and he just loves it. The food truck here.
That's cool.
Fitness meet, and, but it's so hard. It breaks my heart to be away from him and my daughter, but they are what drives us, and it is for them that we're doing it. And we bring home bowls of food, and,
a lot. We have actually both got our daughters on to help us on the truck.
We have, yeah.
So that makes it nice when we have our daughters here with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
showing them how hard we work.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. For me, I try to get my son, he's only 4 actually, but I still try to get him involved with what I do sometimes. Sometimes I get him on the podcast, and just to sort of show that, show him what I do, but obviously include him in like you were saying earlier, is just like, at least help them understand that, they know that you're doing that for them.
Yeah, it's important. Or if they don't know that, they just think you're all forgetting about them. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I'm really glad you mentioned that. And I think as far as the sort of struggle of work and life balance, that's just a constant battle with all of us. And there really is no number one right answer or solution. There's more just learning how to adjust and learning how to adapt and work with what you've got. So I think you guys are handling it very, very well. So moving on to some more marketing stuff, which I know a lot of the audience is interested in. So are you guys doing anything special for marketing your truck? What is working best for you guys right now as far as getting people to flock to your truck?
We've offered discounts at our old school where we went to culinary school. We're offering discounts for repeat customers through our Facebook. We're posting where we're going to be.
But I feel like as far as social media, if I'm understanding your question, tweeting has been good. If people are retweeting and following us, that's probably the fastest way. That Facebook, but the tweets just go right through, and then someone else retweets it, and it's just kind of like wildfire how that spreads. And I find that food trucks follow food trucks and tweet about food trucks. It's really like a family for the most part here, the food truck family, and everyone kind of looks out for each other, and everyone's been really nice. And accommodating and helpful because we are new, and excited too because we're from the race, and everyone wants to know what that was like. But
very honest about how hard it is, how difficult it is. They've been very honest.
Yeah.
Do you want to give any shout outs to any of your trucks there in LA that you've become friends with?
Well, I have to first say a shout out to Slideshow. Slideshow was on the show with us, and they are now running the truck too.
For sure.
We did our first
great
stop
guys,
yesterday.
great food.
Yeah, really, really good food. And great guys. And of course, Aloha. We love the Bradas, our Hawaiian Bradas.
Love Aloha.
The Bradas.
And then Halt Burger's been amazing to us. The Pirate Sushi. The curry, what is their name? The curry guys from Santa Monica. Darn it. Their name.
That's okay. I'm really loving sort of the energy here because, I've spoken to a lot of people who do run food trucks, and a lot of them think that they just have to be on their own. They don't need help from others, or they don't want to, sort of interact with the quote competition. But I don't think there's any such thing as really competition. There's more of a camaraderie. And when I go to a food truck event, if there's one food truck there, I'm like, oh, okay, one food truck. But if there's like multiple food trucks there, it's really cool. And I think that just helps everybody who participates in those sort of food truck meetups.
I agree. Totally. We thought that from the show. Like, we wanted to be by other trucks to kind of bring in a lot more customers, because I think it's more attractive to see options and more people and what they're kind of geared towards.
That's awesome. Now, just a couple more questions. I know you guys are literally like on the road. I mean, parked on the side, of course, but you guys got a lot of stuff to do. Couple more questions. First one is what were some of the biggest surprises for you? Before you got into a food truck, even before you got onto the show, what was sort of the things that happened unexpectedly? Or what I mean is, like, what were the biggest surprises to you from, going from your previous job to transitioning into a food truck?
Oh gosh. I think when Jess and I met in culinary school, day one of culinary school, and they called us the twins. I mean, she's a little tiny blonde, and I'm a chubby Italian, and we don't look anything alike, but they called us twins, and because we did every class together, we had the same goals in mind, and we knew we didn't want to have a restaurant.
We didn't want to jump into a restaurant.
No.
That's the goal for sure, but
now it is for sure.
It wasn't to be immediately.
But we went out, we used the food truck some of the time at school, and we just thought, that looks doable, that looks manageable, that doesn't look like that much work, and probably not that much overhead and investment, but it was a lot more money, and it's a lot harder work and a lot longer hours. And like, we just left a job right now that was great, but we're heading to the Restaurant Depot to buy food for $3,000 tomorrow potentially.
Wow.
And and then prep some at the commissary tonight and clean the truck still. I mean, it doesn't stop. And then
it's not just going out there and selling. It's prepping, selling, cleaning, going home at going back to the commissary, cleaning again, and then prepping again. Just really long hours. It's hard to be away from the kids that long, for sure.
Oh, I'm sure. But you said it perfectly. I mean, there's just so much that's going on, and I think a lot of people get into this business thinking that it's easy. I'll drive around in a truck and all of a sudden start selling. Now, one of the things that I noticed on the race was, you sort of just, and obviously it was the way they edited it, was you just sort of pull up to a spot, you park, and you start selling food. And, you can't just do that in any city.
And everyone says yes to you when you call them. Yeah. No, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I didn't show all the research that we did looking for the hottest spots, where the most foot traffic was. It didn't show how many people told us no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It didn't show a lot of that. It was actually, we learned early on that location was the most important thing, and it shows true to where we're at now. Location is the most important thing.
Yeah.
So it didn't show all of that, for sure.
Was it kind of weird, like watching yourself and seeing how they edited everything? And did
horrible. It was a nightmare. Just having to hear your own voice on TV and
I can't imagine.
Crying. Yeah, that was not the fun part at all.
So you actually did sit. I know a few who actually, they weren't on the food truck race, but I know a few people who were on reality shows who were just like, I didn't watch because I just didn't want to. That would be too weird.
It's hard to watch.
It is hard to watch, and it's kind of edited, and it's not the complete true story, which gets frustrating too. So
there's a lot of things in the show, so that's hard too.
Yeah.
All right, final question, ladies. Again, thank you so much for your time. Again, Bold and Beautiful. You can follow them on Facebook.com/boldandbeautiful. And your Twitter handle is?
@BoldBeautiful.
There's no and in it. It's just @BoldBeautiful.
@BoldBeautiful.
And our website will be up, we hope, in 1 week. We've been working hard to make it really special to launch it, and it's hopefully 1 more week for the website. boldandbeautiful.com.
Perfect. Thank you, ladies, so much. Now, final thing I want to ask each of you, one tip that you have for somebody who's just starting out in the food industry.
To do your homework. Don't go with your first option on truck.
Yeah.
Definitely look into who you're dealing with. Make sure that you trust them, that it's a reliable truck, that the person who you're getting it from is going to be helpful and there for you all the time if you're leasing like we are at the moment. Just definitely do your homework. It's a lot. We spent a lot of time writing down numbers, comparing things.
And be ready for it to break down. It happens to the brand new trucks. It happens to the older trucks. It happens to every truck. I feel like every single day there is a hiccup or a wall that we run into, and you just got to be super flexible and, again, have the passion because it's hard. And I honestly can't believe we're so grateful for, I guess, probably the show and the following because
definitely the show.
This is the slowest time for food trucks of the year, and we were told do not start in November, do not start in December. We did. I mean, we're doing amazingly well, I think, for
better than we
expected. Yeah, we still haven't paid ourselves back to keep putting back into the business, but it's just the hard work. It pays off at the end.
And make sure who you're doing it with, you love that person. Yeah, there's going to be hard days. Thank God we love each other.
Oh, I'm sure that's important. I mean, I'm sure, every sort of partnership, they get into quarrels every once in a while. But, if you love each other and if you know sort of how the other person works best, you can always work it out. So that's so awesome. I'm so glad to hear you two are doing really well. If you're ever in the Los Angeles area, check out Bold and Beautiful. Find them on the road or look to see where they're at on Twitter or on Facebook. Ladies, thank you so much for your time today. I'm so inspired, and I can't wait to share this with the world. So just get back on the road, drive safely, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon in person.
Yeah, we hope to meet you soon.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate your time too.
Thank you. Take care, ladies. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
All right. I hope you enjoyed that interview with Jessica and Liza from Bold and Beautiful. Ladies, if you're listening, congratulations on all of your success, and thank you so much for just being an inspiration for all of us and all that you do. Again, you can visit them at Bold, that's BOWLED, and beautiful.com. You can also check them out on Twitter. Their handle is @BoldBeautiful. And of course, Facebook.com/boldandbeautiful. This has been an awesome show. I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Again, visit FoodTruckr.com, FoodTruckr.com for more information, more shows, more content for you. Just a lot of amazing things going on. We're running an industry survey to help you. So, you're going to hear some more information about that very soon. And the results of that, a lot of great information and statistics coming in actually about the industry. So head on over to FoodTruckr.com. A review on iTunes would be so appreciated. Thank you. We'll see you in the next episode. Keep trucking.